Hi, my name is Julio Rivera. I'm an activist, journalist, adventurer, veteran, television presenter, and businessman. I've covered many of the major historical events going on around the world over the past several years, and after watching regime changes, conflict, and historic elections globally, I've come to the conclusion that the most underreported crisis in the world today can be defined in only one word: malware. That's why I've decided to dedicate my time to educating people everywhere and exposing the dangers that exist on the devices that we've become tethered to and depend on for so many reasons in our day-to-day life. Welcome to This Week in Malware. On This Week in Malware, we'll be covering the Sabsik Trojan steals data from your computer. Deepdended.com displays the fake error your Windows 10 is infected with viruses, and Myedytaclub is a website associated with Adware and potentially unwanted programs. The Sabsik Trojan is a form of malware that is often seen in the wild. It targets computers in an effort to gain remote access and control of an affected device. These kinds of Trojans have never lost their relevance over the years, and these days they've been developed by attackers with more advanced capabilities than ever before. The Sabsik Trojan primarily infiltrates computers through phishing attacks, where users are tricked into downloading malicious files from seemingly legitimate websites or clicking on malicious links via sent email. Once installed on a system, the Sabsik Trojan opens a backdoor that allows attackers to remotely control the affected device. And with this control, hackers can do many things, including stealing sensitive files, stopping any running processes that might interfere with their plans, or spying on the activities performed on the infected machine. The Sabsik Trojan is most commonly used for data theft, where attackers can steal sensitive information such as passwords and credit card numbers from an infected system. Furthermore, it can be used to install malicious software such as ransomware or spyware on an affected computer, as well as launch distributed denial of service attacks against websites and services. This makes a very dangerous threat to all system users, particularly those who use Windows systems. How do I deal with the Sabsik Trojan? To protect yourself from the dangers of the Sabsik Trojan, there are several steps you should take. First, ensure you have a reputable malware remediation tool running at all times and conduct regular scans to detect malicious programs. Second, make sure your operating system and applications are up to date with the latest security patches. Third, always be cautious when downloading files from unknown sources or clicking on unfamiliar links sent via email. Finally, regular backup any important data so that it can be recovered if an attack does occur. By taking these necessary precautions, you can protect yourself against the Sabsik Trojan and other forms of malware that could potentially damage your computer or steal sensitive information. Cybersecurity researchers have been alerted to another threat: Deepdended.com. The page displays the fake error message, "Your Windows 10 is infected with viruses," which has been linked to browser hijackers and other PUPs. Many times, fake alert messages like the ones displayed by Deepdended.com rely on fear-mongering tactics to get users to download unreliable software or provide sensitive personal information without realizing it. These fake warning messages typically appear like they come from legitimate sources, such as Microsoft Security Essentials. The messages will prompt users to click a link or download something in order for their computer to be quote-unquote protected from the supposed infection. Once clicked, this link could lead to the download of potentially harmful software or a browser hijacker, which is designed to modify the user's browser settings and redirect them to websites that may contain undesirable content and, in the worst cases, even malware. It appears that Deepdended.com has been designed to target Windows 10 users, specifically since its fake warning messages references only this operating system. This message tricks visitors by mimicking Windows and McAfee-related graphic imagery. Additionally, Deepdended.com requests permission to deliver browser notifications. This is a tactic that unreliable websites often use in order to run intrusive advertising campaigns that may promote questionable content, dubious or harmful software, or even malware. How do I deal with the dibdended.com fake error message and threats associated with it? In order to protect yourself from the dibdended.com fake error message and the PUPs that could be associated with it, be sure to avoid installing freeware from questionable sites. Also, avoid clicking on any suspicious or intimidating pop-ups that may suddenly appear on your screen. To completely remove any trace of the threats associated with dibdended.com, it is recommended that you use a reputable malware remediation tool to scan for and remove elements of this threat. Finally, be sure to update and scan your devices regularly. Doing so will help you stay safe by detecting any suspicious activity before it can harm your device. Myedytaclub is a website that may load when a user visits an unsafe advertising network or their computer has been infected with adware. Its content should not be trusted, and users will find fake video players and pop-ups prompting them to allow the Myedytaclub page to display notifications in their browser panel. This is done in an attempt to convince them to click the allow button on the notification so they can be bombarded with additional unwanted advertisements. Myedytaclub also contains a fake video player which claims users must click allow if they want to view the embedded media. Another scam tactic used by this site is telling visitors they have to pass a robot check by pressing on the same button. This is false. The only purpose of clicking that button is to generate monetary gain for its development. The advertisements presented by the page are numerous and unsafe, leading users to corrupted links, dubious downloads, or promotions. In the worst case scenario, interacting with the advertisements may even lead to corrupt pages that may contain malware. Therefore, instead of viewing or interacting with the ads, it's best to revoke the website's permission to display in-browser notifications. How do I deal with the adware and potentially unwanted program associated with Myedytaclub? In order to protect yourself from the adware and potentially unwanted programs associated with Myedytaclub, be sure to avoid installing freeware from questionable sites. Also, avoid clicking on any prompts asking you to allow various permissions. To completely remove traces of the adware and potentially unwanted programs associated with the website, it is recommended to use a reputable malware remediation tool to scan for and remove all elements of this intrusive program. Finally, be sure to update and scan your devices regularly. Doing so will help you stay safe by detecting any suspicious activity before it can harm your device.
You know, as I think about the dangers that exist online, not unlike the subjects we learned about in this video, I know I feel a lot better having an anti-malware program like Spy Hunter installed in my PC, providing me the protection I need against malware, and I think you should too. Spy Hunter 5's strongest features are found in its malware repair capabilities. Spy Hunter 5's remediation algorithms dive deep into your system to remove and address complex malware issues affecting PCs today. While many anti-malware products only flag and quarantine malware and ultimately fail to fully remediate the root problem, the Spy Hunter 5 remediation algorithm detects, quarantines, and programmatically repairs malware problems on your PC. Spy Hunter 5 is a powerful PC utility that repairs malware threats in many cases where other competing anti-malware and antivirus programs may fail. To detect and remove malware for free, go to enigmasoftware.com and download Spy Hunter today. Thanks for watching.